Hi kids, this is Lindsay again, and we're still looking and reviewing our Unit 9. So look at page 148. There's one part we haven't read yet. On page 148 at the bottom, do you like animals and plants? Go on a photo safari and take pictures of wildlife. Now, you notice they said take pictures. And you notice they didn't say safari, they said photo safari. Why? Because they don't want you to go on a safari with guns. This book is written by National Geographic. National Geographic is a company, a group of people. They make books and magazines and movies. And their plan is to protect the earth, to help wildlife. And they don't want you shooting elephants, okay? So, stay safe in a truck when there are dangerous wild animals. So, this is not Disneyland. Those elephants and lions are real. So when you go on a photo safari, you have to be a little careful. In Disneyland, nothing is going to hurt you. In Disneyland, those lions are not going to start eating people. But this is the wild. You are in the real world, and you have to be very careful about wildlife. So that's why they have these trucks. And you stay in those trucks and don't get out. You know, there was a really terrible story about a family, and the family were arguing in the truck, and the daughter got angry and she got out of the truck, and her father got out of the truck to drag her back to the truck. Well, let me tell you, it is not a happy story. Some lions saw them. I'm not going to tell you, but the point is, don't leave the truck. Stay in the truck. Those lions don't know you're there for a photo safari. To you, you look like a truck full of snacks. You know, snacks like lunch, dinner. So if you go on a safari, stay in the truck. All right. So, do you like animals and plants? When you go on a photo safari, you don't have to just take pictures of animals. There are many interesting flowers and plants that you do not see in your country. So you can see lots of things on a photo safari. But what you cannot do, you cannot pick the flowers. You shouldn't step on the plants. You can't take the plants home. So if you want to do that, don't go on a photo safari, because the guides will be very angry and you can get in trouble and go to jail. If you think, wow, that's a beautiful flower, I'm going to pick it, no. Maybe you will have to pay a very heavy fine. So maybe they say, hey, you picked this flower, it's very rare, and now you have to pay 1,000 US dollars. And your mother will be really, really, really angry. So don't pick the flowers, don't step on the plants, and more importantly, well, maybe just as important, do not shoot the animals. All right? So we have finished page 149. Let's look at the song. All right. Normally I don't look at the song, but I want to look at the grammar on this song. So let's read it. If I went on vacation. Let's go on vacation. Let's go on a trip. If we went, you see it says go, right? Went. If we went on vacation, we would take a big ship across the ocean far, far away. Well, that's his idea of a good vacation. And you can see he used went and would. I'm a little confused. In some videos that I posted last week, I asked you to write comments under the videos and answer the questions, and some of you made mistakes with the second conditional. Do you understand how to make it? If we went on vacation, we would take a ship. I don't know why people were making mistakes on this. You should know how to do this conditional. All right. If I had my way, I would go today. And I told you before, my way is my choice. Camping and hiking, the beach and the sun. So he's listing all the fun things. If we went on vacation, it would be so much fun. If we went on a tour, we would see English teacher. Oh, no. If we went on a tour, we would see wildlife. I would take lots of photos. Wouldn't that be so nice? I would like to stay at a hotel. You'd like to relax. Camping and hiking, the beach and the sun. If we went on vacation, it would be so much fun. You know, the reason this is a song is because fun and sun, okay? Those words rhyme. So that's why it's a song. If I weren't afraid of heights, we could climb a mountain. Now, can we climb a mountain? No, we can't. Why? We cannot climb a mountain because that person is afraid of heights, right? All right, high places, heights. But I am. So let's go to the water park and take pictures by the fountain. So this person is not going to go on a safari. This person is not going to climb a mountain. This person is afraid of heights. So that means they would rather go to a water park. They would rather take pictures next to the fountain. They would rather not go on a safari. They would rather not climb a mountain. All right. So look at page 152. We have written this, we have talked about it, but I really think you need to review the second conditional. Look at the past tense. If we went on a photo safari, I would take pictures of Chris. Why did I say Chris? Because Chris made a mistake in his comments. Chris, go back and look at your comment and look at the mistake you made in that video where you left your name at the bottom. You wrote a comment. Go back and look at it. You should know this conditional. Next one. That means I would. I would go mountain climbing if I weren't afraid of heights. So this person will not go mountain climbing. He wouldn't spend all of his time in museums if he didn't like art. So that means he likes art. How do we know he likes art? He spends all of his time in the museum. Now maybe this is not true. Maybe there's a cute girl in the museum and he wants to talk to the cute girl and we think he likes art, but actually he just wants to see the cute girl. And the cute girl is probably like, go away, you strange person. But listen to the sentence. He wouldn't spend all of his time in museums if he didn't like art. Of course, maybe he just wants to see the girl right now. If you had a lot of money, where would you go on vacation? Now, this sentence means you don't have a lot of money. But if you had a lot of money, where would you go on vacation? So the answer is, if I had a lot of money, I would go to Japan on vacation. If I had a lot of money, I would go to Hualien on vacation. You see it? All right. Let's read it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I went to a theme park, I would relax in the sun? No. I would take a tour? No. I would have fun on all the rides? Yes. If I went to a theme park, I would have fun on the rides. Number 2, if I went to a big hotel at a resort, I would relax in the sun and go swimming. Or maybe you would ride the banana boat all day, probably. If I visited an old city, I would take a tour of the ruins. You really should take a tour because if you see some ruins, it just looks like some rocks. But somebody will say, the tour guide would say, you see those rocks? That used to be a giant stadium. You see those rocks? That used to be a big castle. So you need a tour guide so you can understand all the ruins. If I went on vacation in the mountains, I would bring a tent and go camping. The tents in the mountains is a good idea because the mountains are not very hot. And maybe the mountains don't have a lot of hotels because they want the mountains to stay beautiful. So it's a good place, the tent is a good place to stay when you go to the mountains. Next one, if I went on a photo safari, I would enjoy shooting all the wild no, that's not right. If I went on a photo safari, I would enjoy seeing all the wild animals. All right, good. Let's read the part one, number two. I know we've done these, but I think some of you really need to read this again. If I went to Egypt, I would visit the Great Pyramid. So, the if I has the past tense. And then the next part is I would visit. Visit, no ed. If we stayed, ed, at a hotel near the beach, we could go swimming. You could write could, you could write would, I don't care. She would go camping, ing, if she had, had, a tent. We would learn about the animals in this region if we took an eco tour. Region means this area. If the tour guide came with us, she would tell us all about this place. Read it again. If he took the train, he would see more of the country. That means if he walked, he wouldn't see very much because walking is very slow. But if he took the train, he would see more of the country. All right, so we've looked at page 152. Let's turn to page 155. We need to review this. I wasn't happy with your answers in the comments that I asked, the questions that I asked. So at the top, a suitcase, sunglasses, a passport, souvenirs, and airport. Okay, number one. Cyril, read number one. When you travel to another country, you need a passport. It shows who you are and the country where you were born. Good, Cyril. Read number two, please, Queenie. I always buy souvenirs when I am on vacation. I like to look at them and remember the fun I had, or the things I ate, or the pretty girls I talked to. No, don't say that, don't say that. Number three, please read number three, Rex. I don't like to carry a lot of stuff on... Oh, sorry. I'm so bad. I don't like to carry a lot of stuff on vacation. Stuff means things. I bring a small turtle for my... No. I bring a small trash can for my clothes. No. I bring a small suitcase for my clothes. Suitcase, no S here, because it said small suitcase. Number four, if we arrived at the airport late, our parents would kill us. No, that's not right. If we arrived, hear the ED, at the airport late, we would miss our plane. Our mother would kill us. Has anyone seen my baby? No. Has anyone seen my English teacher? No. Has anyone seen my sunglasses? The snow is so bright in the sun. So this person needs sunglasses. It's not hot outside, but I told you last time, the sun and the snow, it will make it very sunny. So you will get a sunburn and it will hurt your eyes. So you should wear sunscreen and sunglasses when you go skiing in the mountains. Look at page 155. I think we should review it. Let's go. I would rather go on an eco tour than go to a theme park. We're doing would rather, which means which ones you'd prefer doing. We'd rather go on a tour than stay at a hotel. You know, stay at a hotel is just relaxing, but maybe some people think it's boring. So we'd rather go on a tour than stay at a hotel. He'd rather not eat at that restaurant. Now, if you pushed him, maybe he would say, okay, I will eat there. But he would rather not eat at that restaurant. It is a polite way to say, I don't want to do it. We can play basketball or soccer or badminton. And somebody says, I'd rather not play basketball. It's too hot today. I'd rather not play badminton. My shoulder hurts. So I'd rather means, well, you can push me to do it, but I really don't want to. I'd rather not. All right, let's read number 1. I'd rather live by the sea than in the mountains. That's up to you. You could write, I'd rather live in the mountains than live by the sea. Number 2, a little more difficult. I'd rather go camping than stay at a hotel. Not difficult. Number 3, I'd rather ride a bike on a dirt path than ride a motorcycle on a dirt path. So listen, I'd rather ride a bike on a dirt path than ride a motorcycle on a dirt path. Number 3 is a little more difficult. Number 4, I'd rather walk in the forest than in the city. And remember, when you write than in all of these, T-H-A-N. Do not write T-H-E-N. You're writing T-H-A-N. I'd rather walk in the forest than walk in the city. Number 5, I'd rather see wildlife on a photo safari than see wildlife in the zoo. Listen to it again. I'd rather see wildlife on a photo safari than see Cinderella in the zoo. Than see wildlife in the zoo. I'd rather wear sunscreen than get a sunburn. Of course you would. Getting a sunburn hurts. It's very painful. You don't want to get a sunburn. All right, turn the book. We've already done Treehouse Vacation. Let's ask some questions for it. Number 9. Would you like to go on an eco-adventure? Would you like to go on an eco-adventure? Number 18. Can you go on an eco-adventure in India? Can you go on an eco-vacation in India? Number 26. Can you stay in a treehouse in Kenya? Can you stay in a treehouse in Kenya? Number 23. If you lived in Belize, would you see parrots all the time? The answer is yes. If you lived in Belize, would you see parrots all the time? You would. Number 29. If you lived in Peru, could you stay in a bungalow? If you lived in Peru, could you stay in a bungalow? Number 15. Would you rather stay in a hotel or stay in a treehouse? When you write this answer, don't just write treehouse. You have to write, I would rather cha-cha-cha. Okay? So would you rather stay in a hotel or stay in a treehouse? Number 14. Would you rather see a river dolphin or talk to a parrot? Would you rather see a river dolphin or talk to a parrot? All right, number 6. In India, where does the electricity come from? In India, where does the electricity come from? Now, I don't mean all of India. I just mean in this story. In India, where does the electricity come from? Okay. Let's see. Number 17. Which one is a great place for bird watching? When you answer this, right, the treehouse in India, the treehouse in Belize, the treehouse in Peru. So which one is a great place? I forgot the sentence. Which one is a great place to see parrots? Was it see parrots? Which one is a great place to see parrots? The treehouse in Peru, the treehouse in Belize, or the treehouse in India? Which one is a great place to see parrots? I think I forgot the sentence. Okay, good. Number 22. In India, if you want to visit your neighbor, what can you walk on? In India, if you want to visit your neighbor, what can you walk on? You can find the answer in the story. Number 10. What do parrots eat? What do parrots eat? It says it in the story. Parrots eat children. No. Look at the story. What do parrots eat? Number 3. Where can you find natural swimming pools? Where can you find natural swimming pools? Let me check the time. Alexa, how much time left on the timer?
There are no timers set.
Oh no, it says there's no timer, so maybe I went over the time. All right, I'll ask a few more questions. In Peru, number 5, in Peru, what do you stay near? What do you stay near? In Peru, what do you stay near? All right, I'm going to stop it there. I think that should be the right time. Thanks, kids. See you next time.